Before coming to El Salto, people always ask us, what are the boats like? And Billy Chapman has had these specially made aluminum boats specifically for this lake and for the needs of 2 anglers on vacation. And the ultimate thing about them is the decks. It's all about big deck energy. If you look down at this floor, it's super expansive. You can get down here. If you want a seat here, you can have the seat. Hannah and I always take the seat out because what we have here is enough space for both of us to cast. I'm left-handed, so I stand on this side and cast with my left hand. She's right-handed, so stands on the right side, and obviously casts with her right hand. If we're going down a bank like this, I'll stand on the left, she'll stand on the right. Just a lot of energy, a lot of area to move around, nothing getting in your way. Your guide is in the back of the boat running the trolling motor. He's running the trolling motor. You can't hear what's going on. He has his little workstation back there. He has dip and die out. He has some baits ready to go. He also has a cooler. Next thing I want to talk about is the floor space. You come down here, there's a lot of room. You come down here, there's a lot of room for your tackle. Hannah and I have one bag, so we keep it between the seats. It's never going to get rough here, so things that you want to have out, keep a couple boxes out, you're good to go. You can also see there's storage under the decks. I wouldn't throw too many things back there because they can roll all the way back, but you can throw a few things there. There's also storage under the front deck. There's also storage under the front deck, and there you can throw in things like rain gear if you need it. We're here in May when it's not going to rain at all. Finally, you have other little spaces here on the side of the boat. If you're going through a lot of plastics in the course of the day, I throw my dead soldiers down there, clean them up at the end of the day. You have plenty of room for rods here on the deck. I try to bring no more than 5, but I will on occasion bring 6 like I did today. I keep 3 on top, 3 below. You can see that there's area here that's carpeted so your rods don't get banged around. I will tell you, it never really gets rough here, but you will bang around in some waves. When you're running down the lake, either have sleeves on so they don't get the tips beat the crap out of them, or you can just sit here and hold them like this so that way they don't bang. Because the worst thing that could possibly happen is you catch an 8 or 9 or a 10 pounder and your tip breaks off in the middle of the fight. Simple things. The other thing people always ask about is electronics. Some of the boats do have Humminbird graphs. I will tell you this, yes, electronics could make it a better trip. Really not necessary. These guides have been literally walking the lake floor since they were kids. They know every little ridge, every little rock pile. They'll all of a sudden point out in the middle of the lake and say, cast there. They have you lined up perfectly every time. You're on vacation. They're going to put you on the fish every time. Come to El Salto. Perfect boats for this operation. Perfect vacation and chance to catch the fish of a lifetime. 2 other functional aspects of these boats. One is the all aluminum construction. Look, I'm a glitter boat guy. I love metal flake at home. But these boats, you want to be able to bang around on the rocks, get back in the trees. If you have a shiny glitter boat down here, it's just going to get destroyed. There are some on the lake. Anglers Inn even has a couple of Tritons, but I like these boats better, frankly. There's absolute fearlessness as to where you're going to go. The other thing I want to talk about is the motors. They have 60 horsepower Yamahas on every boat. If you ever want to buy a bulletproof motor, I highly recommend getting a Yamaha from either Central America or South America. Between Brazil and Panama, and certainly here in Mexico, they start every time. You can run them into rocks, run them through brush. They're just absolutely indestructible. Anglers Inn has a full-time mechanic on staff, so if they ever do have a problem, he can take care of it right away and you don't miss any fishing time. But at the same time, we've never had the first problem, so that's really a belt and suspenders approach. If you'd like to get more information about these boats, about anything about the El Salto operation, or more importantly, to book a trip, call my wife, Hannah Robbins, the redhead, 703-932-6299, or email her at fishmore, one word, at halfpastfirstcast.com. Get to fish with a great guide like my man Chichi. All the guides here at El Salto are amazing. The boats are custom made for your fishing excellent experience.